She's not born yet, and she's already crying. Not out loud, not yet, but deep in the dark of the womb, a baby just weeks from being born can pull her face into the exact shape of a cry. The furrowed brow, the pulled down mouth, the same muscles that will one day wake you up at 3 a.m. No sound, no air, just the shape of an emotion, rehearsed in silence. Most parents have no idea this is happening. And once you understand what's actually going on inside the womb, you will never think of pregnancy the same way again. Welcome to the Baby Brain Code, where we go past what your baby does and into what your baby is actually thinking, feeling, and trying to tell you. Today, we're going somewhere you can't see, can't photograph, and can't really imagine. Inside the womb, in the dark, where your baby is already rehearsing the entire emotional and physical life she's about to walk into. By the time we get to number 6, you're going to understand something about your baby's stress response that most doctors don't even explain to new parents. If you're new here, take a second to subscribe. We go deep on this stuff every few days. This first one is small, but it's the one every parent has actually felt: hiccups. That little rhythmic jump under your ribs, over and over, right on schedule, sometimes for 10 or 15 minutes at a time. It feels almost funny, almost like a private joke your baby is playing on you. But researchers who study fetal movement believe those hiccups are your baby practicing something enormous: the muscle coordination of breathing itself. The diaphragm contracts over and over, long before there's any air to move. It's a rehearsal with no audience and no oxygen, a dry run for a system that won't be switched on for real until the moment of birth. Practicing to breathe before there's anything to breathe. That's the whole first act of being alive. This next one is where it gets a little stranger. Your baby dreams. Studies using ultrasound have tracked something called REM sleep, rapid eye movement, showing up in the womb as early as the 3rd trimester. The eyes flick back and forth, just like they will decades later in a bed, dreaming about something completely different. And it's not occasional. Some research suggests a fetus may spend a significant portion of its sleep cycles in this dreaming state, far more than adults ever do. Nobody knows what a baby dreams about before she's ever seen a face, a color, a room. But the machinery for dreaming is already running. Long before there's a world to dream about, there's already a mind rehearsing how. This one is where it starts to get physical in a way you can actually feel from the outside. Your baby has sleep-wake cycles, and they don't match yours. Around the time you're finally winding down for the night, settling into stillness, your baby often wakes up. Movement studies suggest fetal activity tends to increase in the evening, right as your own body slows and quiets, which is likely why so many kicks happen right as you're trying to fall asleep. It isn't defiance, it's rhythm. Your baby's internal clock is being set by cues from your body, your cortisol patterns, your melatonin, the rise and fall of your own day, long before she has a clock of her own. She is borrowing your rhythm to build hers. Here's one that changes how you think about the sound of your own voice. Late in pregnancy, your baby can hear you, really hear you, not just feel vibration. And she's not just hearing sound, she's learning it. Research following newborns has shown that babies come out of the womb already preferring their own mother's voice over a stranger's, and even preferring the specific language spoken around them, the rhythm and melody of it, before they understand a single word. Some studies have even found infants can distinguish sounds and stories they were exposed to repeatedly in the womb from ones they weren't. Are you seeing yourself in this? Every conversation you've ever had near your belly, every song you hummed half thinking no one was listening, someone was listening. She was learning the sound of home before she ever needed a word for it. This next one is subtle, and it's easy to miss the significance. Your baby tastes what you eat. The amniotic fluid isn't neutral. It shifts in flavor based on your diet: garlic, vanilla, carrot, spice. And studies have shown babies swallow more when the fluid tastes sweet, and swallow less when it's made bitter. Some research even suggests these early flavor exposures can shape what foods a baby accepts more easily after birth.
Your baby is building a flavor memory of your kitchen before she's ever eaten a bite of food. You are not just eating for two. You are teaching a palate before there's a mouth that's tasted anything else.
Now, here's the one I most want every parent to really hear, because this is the heart of everything else we've talked about. Your baby is not just physically connected to you, she is emotionally connected to you. When you are chronically stressed, your body produces cortisol, and that cortisol crosses the placenta. Your baby's developing nervous system is bathed in real time in the chemical signature of how you are feeling. This doesn't mean a hard day or a rough week does lasting damage. A baby's system is built to handle normal ups and downs, the ordinary weather of a life. But it does mean something profound. Your baby is not sealed off from your world. She is already attuned to it, already listening to your nervous system, the way she'll one day listen to your face. You are not just growing a body in there. You are already in relationship with a person. If this is giving you something real, take a second to like or subscribe. We put out new science on this exact kind of thing every few days. Here's a smaller one, almost sweet by comparison. Your baby practices facial expressions, actual ones. Ultrasounds have captured fetuses grimacing, pursing their lips, even pulling something that looks remarkably like a smile, sometimes right after swallowing something sweet. Nobody's claiming a fetus feels joy the way you and I do, but the muscles, the wiring, the capacity for expression, it's all being test-driven, quietly, in the dark, long before there's anyone to smile at.
And here's one that shows just how tuned in your baby already is to the outside world. Late in pregnancy, babies respond to bright light shown against the belly, turning away from it or toward it, moving in response to something they've never technically seen. Their eyes work, their instincts work. The whole system is calibrated and waiting, like an orchestra tuning up before the lights ever go down. One last one, and it might be the most tender. Studies of twin pregnancies using ultrasound have observed something remarkable. By mid-pregnancy, twin fetuses appear to reach toward each other more often and more gently than they reach toward the wall of the womb itself. Some researchers describe the movements as more careful, more deliberate, when aimed at a sibling than when aimed at anything else nearby. Even in a world with no light, no words, no faces, there's already a pull toward connection, toward another person, over just empty space. Before there's language, there's already reaching. So here's where we land. Because none of this is meant to unsettle you. This isn't about guilt. It's about understanding. You didn't know your baby was learning your voice, tasting your dinner, absorbing the emotional weather of your life. And none of that means you need to be perfect. Your baby's system isn't looking for perfection. It's built for connection. And you have been giving her that every single day, often without even realizing it. You are not just growing a body in there. You are building a person, and she already knows you. If any of this hit you differently than you expected, tell me which one in the comments. The dreaming, the taste, the reaching. I read every one. And if you know someone who's pregnant right now, send them this one. They deserve to know what's really happening in there. The truth is simple. Long before your baby meets you, she already knows you. Until next time, I'm signing off from the Baby Brain Code. Go take a good look at that belly. There's a whole person in there, already listening.